right, guys. Diana here, back in the studio. I have Jess with me again today.
Hello.
Today we're going to... I have Mikey, my gorgeous grandson.
I'm here,
He's
guys.
here, of course.
I'm just
Everybody
making
knows.
sure everything's running smoothly over here.
Yeah. Can't do it without Mikey.
Yep.
But today we're going to be touching base, talking about the market price, the value of cards, and how we price our cards, basically. I'm just going to start off, and the market price fluctuates so much. It's up and down all the time. We get customers coming in talking about our pricing and other stores' pricing, comparing things back and forth. We've had it for years. It's gone on for years. I think now it's even more than ever because there's so many new sets coming out. Our latest set is Spider-Man.
Ooh,
So it was hyped up so big. Everybody wanted Spider-Man. And all I want to say is, what happened to Spider-Man, Jess?
Man, I think that there was some problems with Spider-Man. The main one being that the cards in it just weren't as good as previous sets, Final Fantasy was kind of like lightning in a bottle for Magic. They really struck gold with that. But I think the difference between Final Fantasy and this latest Spider-Man set is one, it felt rushed. It didn't feel like they truly fleshed it out, versus Final Fantasy is also a little bit more of a niche product. And I just feel like the Spider-Man set, man,
As a player,
we were able to see spoilers, and I just don't think people were as excited for this set as they could have. They could have made it a much better set. It's just not, the cards in it aren't playable.
As a collector,
there are a few. There's that one big $32,000 chase card, and the cards look really nice. For like some of the treatments, some of the foilings, but I think genuinely because the cards are not as playable, it made the price go down. I think it's genuinely just the player's market, less so from a collector's standpoint. You might want like all of a set, or if you want some Spider-Man stuff, but I really think that they didn't give us the playability that Final Fantasy had. I mean, some of the cards from Final Fantasy are just broken in multiple different metas. VV is ridiculous. There's so many cards from Final Fantasy that were just good to play. They were better than previous sets. Spider-Man really can't keep up with the power creep that they've had over the past couple of years. It is like a step backwards, once it came out.
but it happens with Magic. I mean, because they do put out a lot of sets. Some are hits. You just really kind of never know.
Yeah.
I just like from a retailer standpoint, to me, there's boxes sitting over there on the shelf.
Yeah.
So I do not do ordering. Carlos does ordering. He is working with Jess, teaching her the whole process.
Yep.
So for me, as I sell in TCG, on TCG, so for me at that point is I just watch the market. I'm always with the money, with the market. Yeah. And so my standpoint from that is it's sad to see everybody so hyped up for a set that's coming out. And then you get the feedback from all our customers talking about what happened, what flopped, and what made it flop. Yeah. And then, we're sitting here with all this product, and I don't know, it's not where I have to weigh out. Do I put it online? Do I keep it? However I do. We just basically sit on the stuff, and then eventually it goes back around, it comes back around. People want it. So hopefully that's going to be the case with the Spider-Man set, because to me, collector boosters were the only things that people were really going for on that.
Boosters were probably the only like real value, and honestly even some of that has tanked a little bit from what I've seen. There's just
that's probably because the availability is, which I was going to talk about next, like because your market price fluctuates according to availability. Sure. So if you have abundance of Spider-Man cards, there goes your value. It just drops. So I think, that being said, we have a hard time putting our prices out there when our new sets are coming out. What's the next set coming out?
Avatar. I actually think Avatar is going to do really well. I think they might end up doing something similar that Final Fantasy had because the cards in it are good. They're coming out with a new product, that Commander's Bundle, that looks like really enticing to all the Commander's players. It looks like they're on a better track after this Avatar set comes out. I'm really excited to see where that goes. We're already sold out of pre-orders for the Avatar.
Oh, are we?
Commander's Bundle.
Wow, yep. I didn't even know that.
Because
so we already got our allotment and everything on our allocations and our pricing and all that.
We've had that for a little bit, about the same time as the Spider-Man. Now, we priced it almost exact 1-to-1 with the Spider-Man, and the fact that I had sold more Avatar pre-release orders than Spider-Man before Spider-Man had come out, because I think the spoilers have a lot to do with it. When we get spoilers for a set and people aren't excited about the spoilers, they end up skipping those sets. But some of the Avatar cards are genuinely good. They're playable, really playable, really fun. And it gives good nostalgia, good what is that? Callbacks, I guess, to the original show. It's very nostalgic for people. I think that similar to Final Fantasy, it's a small enough niche, but it's also something that people grew up, watching or playing.
For sure.
I think that Avatar is definitely a more.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a better set for them.
So you're saying there's more playable cards and.
The cards in it are just better. Yeah. I will say they're.
Because I was going to ask you, that was one of my questions. Like, what is your future? What is your prediction for your future sets coming out?
So
what are you most excited to see? Because you did just go to a convention.
Yeah, I think actually I'm most excited to see Lorwyn. Lorwyn is going to be insane. I'm excited. I'm kind of a little bit over the Universes Beyond. They did just announce that the next Universes Beyond after Avatar is going to be Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I don't know.
Those are fun sets, though. These are all fun sets. Spider-Man, and Avatar and Ninja
fun.
Turtles. I feel like they're fun sets, but
they're well known.
They're not explosive. They don't
they're well known, but I think the people want Magic to be Magic.
Yes.
And they're dipping their hands like Fortnite did, where they're going a little. It's a little overwhelming, I think, especially because while I was at MagicCon, they stated that they were going to do 3 Universes Beyond and 3 Magic sets. Not only is that a lot of Magic sets to come out in 1 year, but also 3 and 3 that's a lot of Universes Beyond. Yeah. I don't know if we need. I think it's fun.
I think they're backing down though on overloading the market. They're trying. I feel like they're trying to. But it's like they're listening, but they're hearing everybody, but they're not listening.
I think that it's
fun. They're hearing.
Yeah. I think it's fun when you have like 1 or 2 cards that are a callback to something. It's overwhelming when you have full sets dedicated to something that's not even Magic. I think that's a little bit much. I think a lot of it's probably greed driven. I think that a lot of it
change
is
of hands.
them.
I mean, it's gone through change of hands. Look what they did with the Baldur's Gate. Trying to join it with D&D.
Baldur's Gate was great because Wizards already had that IP too, so they could do whatever they wanted with it. And really,
I think that was the start of it, though.
Well,
that was kind of like the start of it.
Already
it started going crazy.
Magic had already been in Dungeons and Dragons, a while before that, and
Strixhaven, right?
Yeah, well, not even Strixhaven. They did Innistrad, and they did some really older D&D sets from like 2016 had Magic related stories, and that was really cool to see in a D&D space. I thought it was super fun when they brought D&D into Magic, and Lord of the Rings, they did well with, but honestly, I equate this Spider-Man set to Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed was like a half set. I feel like this one probably would have done better as a half set. just because they really did just extend it to that full set, and I think it's rushed.
Yeah.
I really do.
So you're excited for the Avatar?
I'm excited for Avatar, but I'm most excited for Lorwyn. They're coming out with Draft Night. They're going to be doing more of the pre-cons, going back to a place. I saw a meme that made me crack up. They were saying that it's taken 18 years to go back to Lorwyn, but it only took 6 months to go back to New York because they're going from Spider-Man to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles within a 6-month time period.
That is pretty funny.
So, but I'm really excited for Lorwyn. I mean, 18 years is too long.
And when's that coming out?
January.
In January?
January.
Oh, around my birthday time, I'm sure.
And it's
usually a new set comes out.
It's going to be so fun. It has all the elves, all the Kithkin, just a bunch of callbacks to some really foundational
And
pieces of
that
magic.
is already sold out for pre-orders here?
No, we don't have pre-orders
Oh,
yet
that was
for
Lorwyn.
Lorwyn.
That's Avatar.
Avatar
is sold out. So in conclusion, here at Immortals Inc., we sell everything at MSRP, which is manufacturer's suggested retail price. So everybody, different stores do have different prices. It's just suggested manufacturer retail price. So, but that's what we sell it at. So there's where you find the differences in all the stores. And
suggested is the key word there.
Definitely.
It really is. I think people get that mixed up. Because people are always going everywhere going, well, it was MSRP.
Yeah.
It's suggested. It's like, it's an opinion in a way, you know? So.
Yeah. All right. So me and Jess here, we're going to sign out, I guess, on that note.
All right.
Yeah.
And we'll see you next time. We'll talk about this next set that comes out, which is Avatar.
Avatar.
We'll be
Avatar.
back. We'll see you then.
All right. See you then.
Bye.
Bye-bye.